Hello everyone, welcome back to Frienditcraft. Today, I am actually on my own. I'm going to be sounding schizophrenic again, and I want to explain the skin change. Right, it's noticeable. I, for a very long time, have been using this skin, the Magnus skin, right? But I figured that even though the Elegard skin is a woman, I feel like we can ignore that, and I would say she looks a little bit more like me than Magnus does, and also she fits the Billingsburg colour scheme a lot better. Now, I already streamed, I already made a video a while ago, but the issue is, it didn't let me save it. It did not, so I couldn't upload it. So this is the first episode of the second season of Frienditcraft, which is absolutely wild. Last season was great, and I'm really excited to see where it goes from here. Now, I realise our outer world now, that is massive. Look at that. That's Billingsburg. That's the whole of Billingsburg, and that's Liliana. Right. Before, Hossland was the biggest, settlement on the world, and it still is. But that looks tiny. So I'm deciding that this and this are both Billingsburg. So Berlin, Swan, and Hurt. So those are the counties. And then we have North Liliana and South Liliana as the other counties, but they are all within Billingsburg. So Billingsburg is just a single state. Oh, small update. I don't know whether you would have seen this because I think it happened in the last recording. But unfortunately, the stallion has died. Which is very upsetting. Seems like I can't keep any horses alive. But this is Jamie. I named him just now. Oh, also, I went to the end, I went to the outer end island, last stream. I didn't get an elytra or anything, but I would say it was a good, successful trip, to be honest. We have a new state, right? Technically the third state ever, but in reality it's the second state to, obviously, Billingsburg. I didn't come up with a very creative name, and I don't have enough continuous viewers to ask for suggestions. So at the moment, it is called Newland. Extremely creative on my part. New land. That's it. We are going to be figuring out the border of Newland, because I don't know if you notice, that map is pretty big and it could get pretty confusing for people. I simply want to make sure that we know where Newland is and where the outside is. Newland State, yeah. So, the expansion. I am so glad to finally have the expansion now. You have no idea. So obviously this river here is part of Newland. But I reckon this area here, because of the expansion, it's made this area look a little bit more connected, rather than it just cutting off and there being water. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the natural split. I'm going to try and find where it splits off. It's about here. So, boom, boom, boom. Now you can see sand that's generated here before, and this bit. I think we have more than enough swamp in Billingsburg now. So, I say... Where is that slime? I reckon it's underground. There's probably a cave somewhere nearby. Something to note, by the way. Last time we went on here, when the expansion started, not what you have seen, but when the expansion started, the first place we went to was southeast of Don Harbour, and it was a mesa biome, a pretty chunky mesa biome. So now we know where we're gonna get terracotta, you know? I just thought that was a good thing to mention. I've got... Oh, by the way, I noticed very recently, I have 25 subscribers. I never thought I would reach any... Like, it sounds so silly because there's so many YouTubers that are hitting like 1 million and stuff, but I didn't think I would reach 25. So to my 25 subscribers, thank you, all of you. I really appreciated the fact that you liked my silly Minecraft content enough to actually subscribe to me. Thank you. I genuinely really appreciate it and didn't expect it. Yeah, thank you. That's all about that now. Oh yeah, there's another woodland mansion, by the way, and I've seen 2 other new ones on the other side of the map. Oh, look at that. That's ocean, which means this is all Newland. Like, even though it's obviously off the map, this is all Newland because it doesn't connect to any other landmass. Oh, that's good. I can probably just cut this bit off here and we'll be good. Now, I was hoping to do something of a re-election, but we don't have quite enough people to vote and anyone else who would want to run against me. So me still being the president of Hossland is not because I am dictating it. It is simply because no one else wants to, and no one else can vote. So, you know, a bit of a pickle. But it's okay. Hopefully one day we'll have more people on here. But right now, I'd say things are fine as is. I have a lot of ideas, and being the president of a country means I can get those ideas done. Now, the point of this episode, I want to make a manor house. For presidential matters, at least. Something of a White House. Oh wow, look at that. Oh, this place is great. Quite mountainous as well. This is going to be a really good spot, I think. And I think it fits Billingsburg's vibe of just being quite... I don't want to say generic, but like kind of bland. It's not a bad thing. That's the point. Billingsburg is meant to be 20th century USA. I keep saying Billingsburg. It's a force of habit, really. I've been thinking about it, right? It doesn't feel right to call the country Hossland, but it also doesn't feel right to have this area not be Billingsburg. So I'm kind of thinking, what if I name the country and this state Billingsburg? But the difference is we have Billingsburg State and Billingsburg. I've got to go and map out where this presidential manor house is going to be. And I think I've got a pretty good idea. I can't really explain it or show you because I don't have the hands to do it. But you will see. over to Newland. Now, the manor house, this manor house is a private land. It's private land, you can't go in here. I'm going to try and make that very clear. As clear as I can. Probably by putting a wall around it. But the manor house is going to be this bit of forest here. Obviously, got some tree chopping to do. But this is where it is. So let's just get started. I have been listening to Tyler the Creator a lot recently. Something new I've gotten into. He is amazing. I don't know how I never listened to him before. I kept thinking, oh, I'm going to listen to Tyler the Creator because I just liked his vibe. And some of the stuff I'd seen from him just seemed quite funny, and I liked the kind of energy he had. Most of the songs I've actually listened to are from his Chronocopia album, but like, that's not a surprise. That album's amazing. At least what I've listened to so far, it's like just absolute masterpieces. Genuinely, like, do you ever imagine, like, will we ever run out of creativity? Because it seems like we continuously have these new amazing things getting made all the time. It just makes me wonder, are we ever going to run out of ideas? Like, is that possible? Tyler the Creator, he's amazing. Genuinely such a good musician, rapper, whatever. Like, I've never been a big fan of rap, but he's just like, genuinely, he's so good. One of the best artists I've ever listened to. And that brings me to Spotify Wrapped, right? When is it? Okay, listen, I know people have overreacted a little bit when it comes to Spotify Wrapped. Like, it's not that deep, really. But it is a little bit annoying when you're looking forward to this and they're not really, like, Spotify Wrapped is right around the corner. Okay, we're in a maze. I know it shouldn't bother me that much. In the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really matter to my life. But Spotify Wrapped is a fun thing, and I really enjoy it every year. Oh, you know what? I'm probably gonna have brick walls that will, like, block the manor house off from the rest of Newland, because it's a very bright block, sticks out quite a bit. Just you can't really ignore it. They'll probably have like really big farms. Kind of what I'm thinking is a mixture of Braithwaite Manor and the Grey Manor from Red Dead Redemption 2. That's what I'm kind of thinking. But it'd be good for it to have multiple uses. If we have just a massive farm here, that never hurts anyone. Jane Boots. One thing I'm gutted about, we can't get armor trims. I love armor trims, they're one of my favourite additions. When I first saw them, I thought they were an interesting little idea, but I didn't think like too much of them. And then now, they're one of my favourite additions in the game. They're just fun. It's nice to have fun things like that. You use armor trims and you're like, oh, that's cool. Now my armor looks cool. I think if I were to make a Minecraft mod, I'd want to make an armor trim. Back to it. Hot tour. Hot tour. Spit on that thing. Hot tour. Isn't it? Oh, you know what I got told in my drama class the other day, right? We're talking about accents. We're getting accents for it. Like, we're doing accents. I had to do an Irish accent, right? And I am constantly scared I get accents wrong. But I did an Irish accent, because we had to do an Irish accent, and I was told that my Irish accent was very good. And I as an actor, that is probably the best thing you can be told. So, let's clear out the spot for the manor house and get that started. Obviously, I do have the blueprint, and I know how I want this to look, so I know that it will look good. It looks good in my head, alright, and I'm just getting the outline down, so don't judge me if this looks poorly constructed. Oh no, I want to flatten this whole bit. Oh no. That's gonna take ages. Oh, and now it's raining. Oh, this is going great, guys. This is going great. If I flatten this bit here. I think I forgot I was streaming, just absolutely zoned out. The thing with the manor house is it's going to be pretty big, but I don't want it to be right next to the water. So I want it to kind of be in the middle of this area, generally. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this big chunk of dirt here. And I think that will be it for taking out, flattening the area. Because of how much of this version of the game I played, playing Bedrock felt so weird. It literally felt like how it felt all those years ago when we first had the Bedrock switch over. The amount of skin glitches you... Let's start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then, right, so it goes in like this, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that seems too slim a gap. Got a 2. Yeah, 2's good. And then these 2 are like the staircases in. Why didn't I... On the blueprints, I haven't specified how many blocks is on the sides. Just literally the front of the house is the only bit that has any instructions on the blocks. Yep, there's one. Pow. Pow. Okay, there we are. So this is a hallway. This is a room. This is a room. And then I think you can kind of see the vision, maybe? Possibly? Like, I don't know, you might be able to see it, might not. I don't think I quite understand it. What's the vision here, Jack? Let's just wing it a bit. Let's wing it a tiny bit. Just a tad. I want to at least have the basic shape down, you know? So on the notes, it says there needs to be 2 blocks like this, and then the roof would come down from here. This has got me thinking though, what if I do this instead, right? So I get that. Hold on, I'm being daft. This is a very trust the process kind of thing. You just gotta bear with me. There, right? I'm quite excited to see how this house will turn out, really. And I can get people to help me with it as well, if anyone volunteers to. Thing is, this house isn't going to make a great thumbnail right now, the state it is. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, you know what, guys? I have worked on the beginnings of the manor house. We have the area it's going to be in. I have introduced you to Newland. I've explained my new skin. I think this is a good place to finish off. But thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, let me know in the comments. And just give me any ideas you have, if you have any, because right now I'm obviously, I haven't fully come into all of this with a plan. But yeah, so thank you very much for watching, especially all the way to the end. Come back for more. Obviously, there will definitely be more episodes. This is just the beginning of the second season, and as I like to see it in this game, killing the Ender Dragon is simply the beginning of the game. So I really hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm sorry if it's been a bit dull. I've been on my own, so I can't really... I have no one to bounce off of here. But thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Sorry for yapping so much. Goodbye!